What is Shell? Royal Dutch Shell, commonly known as Shell, is a British Dutch oil and gas company. It is a transnational corporation, TNS, that consists of a group of energy and petrochemical companies with an approximation of 86 employees in more than 70 countries. But first, we need to understand what is a TNS. They are international businesses with operations, transactions, and assets in the territories of different states. They are also known as multinational corporations, and some of them are richer than some countries. According to BBC, Shell is richer than Finland.
If we combine some of the world's biggest TNCs, have a revenue of more than 180 poorest countries in the world, including Ireland, Indonesia, Israel, Colombia, Greece, South Africa, Iraq, and Vietnam.
According to Robert Reich in The Work of Nations, there will no longer be national economies. Money, technology, information and goods are crossing transnational borders at a very fast rate.
Futurists Alvin Tolfer suggests TNCs are becoming so powerful that in the future it is possible that they will have their own militias and seats in the UN, which is no longer a very futuristic idea since Shell already has its own militia.
Does this happen?
Some TNCs, such as Shell, have the ability to influence an outcome to achieve an objective or the ability to influence someone to act in a way contrary to the way actors would choose to act, known as power.
According to Grigsby, power can be defined as the ability to influence an event or outcome that allows the agent exercising power to achieve an objective and/or to influence another second agent, who would not choose to act on its own. She explains the 4 types of power she identifies. They'll be soon explained.
Another definition of power given by Barnett and Duval is power is the production in and through social relations, the effects that shape the capacity of actors to determine their circumstances and fate. They also say there are 4 types of power: compulsory, institutional, structural, and productive power. In this case study, we're going to use the definition of power by Grigsby and her 4 ways of defining it.
According to Shell's official webpage, the Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC, started operations in Ogoniland in River State in 1988. Shell had earned billions of dollars from the oil extracted from the Ogoniland in Nigeria. The Ogoni people started to complain that they have not seen benefits for them. Rather, this has caused them the deterioration of their environment and the underdevelopment, and mobilized a successful national and international campaign against the Nigerian government and Shell. With this campaign, thousands of the Ogoni were killed, raped, beaten, detained, and exiled, and the main leaders executed.
Under the Ogoni pressure, Shell had to leave from Ogoniland in 1993. Now, Shell is trying to return to Ogoni, but there is opposition by the Mossad.
What type of power does Shell exercise over Nigeria? According to Grigsby, there are 4 types of power: exchange, force, manipulation, and persuasion, which are all forms of power that Shell has exercised over Nigeria.
Power by exchange. It involves incentives. One agent gives another agent an item in return for another item. According to an investigation made in 2010 by the oil industry watchdog platform, the spokesman for the oil watchdog platform, Ben Amungwa, declared that Shell pays hundreds of thousands of dollars to feuding groups in Nigeria in exchange for their protection from clandestine oil extractors, the civilians, and also from Nigerian state.
Power by force, which means that it's being exercised by physical means. It includes acts of physical violence or acts of physical obstruction. By personal interest, Nigerian militia protects Shell from illegal extractors of oil. In fact, according to Human Rights Watch, in the price of oil, the Nigerian government has created special security units and initiatives to protect oil installations.
Shell exercise persuasion because the Nigerian government knows how much damage to the environment and violations of the human rights Shell is committing in their territory, and they still protect them from clandestine structures of oil and let them continue working on their land.